Everybody ready? Frankie, can you kind of talk about the trip to Europe and what was your most favorite part of the trip?
My favorite part might have been Mykonos. The beach is beautiful. Just the whole, everything about it was just beautiful. The scenery and just being there with the teammates and just getting to know each other, having the most fun. So probably the beach.
How do you think that'll help? With so many newcomers, I've got to think that that's going to put you in an advantageous position now.
I think just being able to hang out with each other off the court, being in a different country and just, getting to know each other because most likely how we are off the court is how we are on the court. So getting to know each other off the court, especially me as a point guard and a leader, I got to know everybody 1 through 15 on the roster. So just getting to know everybody, having fun, building that relationship, to carry over to the court.
What lessons did you take from last season that will help you be a better player and leader for this team?
My thinking just being consistent, and those moments where you really need to lock in, just be a good teammate or just get a bucket or get a stop, just putting my body on the line or whatever the case may be, just doing it consistently and being that leader that always steps up and knowing every night you come into the game you can count on me.
Are there any areas in your game where you feel better right now?
I think my shooting ability, I feel a lot more confident. I feel more consistent. I think I'm more consistent as being a leader. Most importantly, just communicating with the guys, being another image of Coach Hurley that's on the floor, just being that person that steps up every day and just leads, communicates, and just does the right things for everyone else to see.
How have those conversations with Coach Hurley evolved now that you're in year 2 with him?
I think it evolved a lot. I remember last time we were here, I said that me and Hurley only talked basketball. So I guess that's changed a lot because now we talk about almost anything. So I go up to his office almost every day, talk to him, and whether it's basketball off the court or just him just making sure I'm there mentally, making sure I'm, stable mentally, emotionally, physically, and everything else. So.
There are a lot of options for players these days. Just what brought you back to Coach Hurley's program?
I trust Coach Hurley. From day one when I stepped here, he's always had my back. He's always been there for me. And one thing about Coach is he's going to ride for his players. So I trust him. I trust the whole coaching staff. I love it here. There's no reason for me to go anywhere. So, and if there's anybody that can help me get better, it'll be the whole coaching staff.
And then obviously with a lot of new players here, but how big is it for you and Jemiah and Alonzo to be back kind of helping lead the group and just be an extension, like you said, of what Coach Hurley wants?
I think just because we've been through a lot last season, so just even with Jemiah not playing in the beginning of the year and then excelling his minutes and exceeding his minutes at the end, I be trying to tell guys, like, if there's one person you guys should listen to in his locker room, it should be Jemiah because he was someone who figured it out at the end of the season when it mattered. And just even with Zoe, he's been here for multiple years, and he plays hard and he goes after it. He comes out here every day, gives 100%. So if there's another person you should listen to, it's also him. So it's just them two just being the great guys that they are, going through those tough battles throughout the whole season last year and helping us lead to a tournament. That's what you need.
And do you feel the group defensively? I mean, obviously, defense been the calling card, but from what you've seen, I know it's first practice, but even overseas, like, how can this group, can it top what you guys did last year defensively?
I think it can top what we did last year. I think we have like the length, the athletic ability. I think we have the speed. I think we have everything we need to be that great defensive team. And not only that, it's not really up to us. It's Coach Kimbrough gonna play, so he gonna make sure we playing defense.
How do you personally convey Coach Hurley's message? Just like, what kind of leader are you?
I'm really the kind of guy, I like to hold people accountable, so I'm out there, making sure we're going hard 100%. And, sometimes Coach Hurley won't say some things and he'll let some things slide, but that's where I got to come in, because, he'll let some things slide, but it gets to a point to where he'll let it slide, and he's going to have to stop, and then we all going to be running. So I got to be the one that just make sure that we're not doing too much and trying to get away with too many things and just holding everybody accountable, being the voice for the team.
Shooting opens the floor, and the big man helps a lot. So you have Phillips and you got some shooters now. So what do you see from those guys?
There's some knockdown shooters. You got Bryson, you got Adam, you got Kamari, you got Malachi. He's very, very talented. So adding those guys just helps space the floor out a lot. And knowing me, I like to get downhill and create for others. So, And you also got me too, because like I said, I'm confident in myself. I shot in myself, so.
You're gonna see a lot of lobs to a guy like
Oh yeah,
Phillips.
for sure. A lot of lobs for Sean. He's long, he's big, he's athletic. He's gonna go get the ball. So yeah.
Frankie over here. So you are two out of the 4 returners for this ASU squad. How have you built such a fast camaraderie with everyone around you and kind of improved your skills as a leader?
It had a lot to do with knowing what going into the pre-draft situation and understanding that one thing I have to do is be a better leader, because at the point guard position you have to be the coach on the floor. But not only that, going overseas and hanging out with the team, and even now that since we've been back, I hang out with everybody all the time. And, we still get to know each other. We learn more stuff about each other every day. So just building those leadership qualities, those leadership habits, it carries over to the floor.
When you process last season and how it ended, what do you think maybe were some habits or elements that you want to leave in the past and fix moving ahead to this season?
I think late game free throw shooting, that was a bad habit that you just leave in the past, and you only can get better, because I'm pretty sure you can't get worse than what I shot from. But yeah, you just get better. Learn late game turnovers. You just learn from that. Don't make those same mistakes.
What was your favorite food from the trip?
I would say I like the food in Greece. I forget what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a breaded, and then they put like chicken and stuff on top of it. I can't remember what it's called though, but it's pretty good.
Frankie, obviously you've been to the NCAA Tournament the 2 years that you've been in college basketball. So how hungry are you to get back, and how much do you feel like you have the recipe that it takes to get to that next step?
It's just all about winning. So as long as we're winning, and I'm out there doing what I need to do and making sure everyone's held accountable, and I'm holding myself accountable. That's the key to getting to the tournament. Because if everyone's held accountable, we know we're doing wrong, we know we're doing right, and we're gonna be able to fix things and move on. The faster you move on from things, the better things it get. So just not hanging our heads over like small little turnovers and missed shots, and just continue to go to the next play mentality and just leading. So I'm hungry to get to the tournament. It's fun. It's a great environment to play in. So we're gonna get there. So
And the Final Four is here.
yeah, the Final Four
Like
is
there's
here.
extra incentive.
Yeah. There's Final Four is here. Like there should be no reason we shouldn't be in the Final Four.
Thank